So by now, you have heard that an adjective describes a noun or pronoun in a sentence. So now we're going to move on to our second kind of modifier, our second kind of word that describes things in a sentence, and that is the adverb. Now, an adverb does not describe a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. An adverb describes a verb, or an adjective, or another adverb. The most common thing that an adverb can do is describe a verb. So we're really going to focus on that right now. So an adverb can give you more information about the verb. So in this example, she ate quickly. It describes the way she ate. How did she eat? She ate quickly, right? Adverbs give more information about a verb or answer these questions about a verb. When? Okay, so we left. When did we leave? We already left. Okay, gives information about when an action happened. Examples are now, later, yesterday, yet, and already. Those are all adverbs. An adverb can also answer the question, how? Okay, so she sang. How did she sing? She sang sweetly. So that gives more information about how for the verb. Other examples are well, easily, carefully. Notice that ly. Very commonly, you're going to see ly with adverbs. Adverbs can also answer the question, how often? So, he flies. How often does she fly or he fly? Okay, never. He never flies. So other words that give information about how often are things like always, never, sometimes, rarely, occasionally. Right? So you had this practice, activity 2, to circle the adverbs and draw an arrow to the verb it describes. I did the first few just to get us started. So in number 1, you can see that I chose the adverb yet, and it gives more information about called, right? In number 2, the adverb is now. It gives more information about the verb is calling. When is he calling? Now. Right? In number 3, our adverb is incorrectly, and we see that ly here. She incorrectly marked the hard questions. So marked is our verb here. It's like to correct something or to put the answer, right? So she marked the questions. How did she mark them? She marked them incorrectly. Number 4, the beautiful dancer moves gracefully. So the dancer moves. That's my verb, moves. But how does she move? She moves gracefully. So let's see how you did for the next 5. So in number 5, we will never use our cell phones in class. Where is the adverb? Never. Gives us information about how often, right? And what's our verb? This thing. Our verb is actually will use. So we're going to have to point to use. But the verb in this sentence has 2 parts. Will use. We will never use. You can put those adjectives of frequency in the middle. We will always use. We will never use. We will sometimes use, right? Okay, number 6. Where is the adverb? Always. And the word always is describing the verb thought. That's our past tense of the verb think, right? I think, I thought. I always thought she was rude. Number 7, where's the adverb? We have 2. We have slowly, and we have carefully. Both of these are ly adverbs. And what are they describing? They're describing the way she speaks. So we're getting more information about the verb speak. Number 8. Where is our adverb? We have already. We already forgot the answer to our question. All right, what verb is it describing? It's describing forgot. When did we forget? We already forgot. And then finally, we carefully reviewed the applications for the position. Where is our adverb? Carefully. Carefully. I should be more careful when I circle carefully. Carefully is describing the verb reviewed. How did we review the applications? Carefully. Okay. So the next activity asks you to choose adjective or adverb. Sometimes you can use the word ly at the end, the letters ly, to make that decision, but not always. You have to see, are we describing a noun or are we describing a verb, right? So we're going to circle the adjectives and underline the adverbs. The doctor closely watched the sick child. What do we have here? We have closely. Closely, adjective or adverb? Well, it's describing the word watched, right? You didn't have to do that, but just for your information. So, I did it wrong, sorry. We're supposed to circle the adjectives and underline the adverbs. So this should be underlined. Closely. Closely is describing the verb watched. Right? We also have an adjective here. Our adjective is sick. Sick is our adjective. How do we know? Because it's describing a noun, child. How'd you do? Number 2, they work well with other people. We have well. Well is what? Well is an adverb describing how they work. We also have an adjective. What is it? Other. Other is describing the noun, people. Number 3, I often can't remember the correct word in English. Where's the adverb? Often. It says how often you can or can't remember, right? We also have an adjective in the sentence, which is correct. Correct is describing word, and word is a noun. Her children barely see their father. So we have barely. Barely is an adverb, talking about how often they see. So it's describing the verb see. We also have an adjective, which is a possessive adjective. There. There is describing or telling who the father belongs to, right? Then number 5, we went fishing and caught 7 trout. So here we have 2 verbs. We went fishing and we caught. Here we have a noun, trout, and then 7. What is 7? That's an adjective describing trout. It's telling how many trout. How are you doing? Just a couple more. So she looks angry today. Angry. What's angry in the sentence? Did you say adjective? You would be correct. Angry is the adjective. What does angry describe? Angry is not describing today. Today isn't angry. She is angry. So this comes after a linking verb and it's describing the pronoun she. Then we also have today. Today is an adverb describing when she looks angry. When does she look angry? Today. All right, the expert runner won the recent race easily. We have expert. Expert describes what kind of runner she is, so that is an adjective describing the noun runner. And we also have recent race. What is that? So the word race, we have a race. Race is a noun, so recent is an adjective that describes race. Then finally we have the word easily. Now, easily is an adverb describing how she won. Did she win with difficulty? No, she won easily. And then finally, we already finished the latest homework. So already is adverb describing the verb finished. And we have latest. Latest is describing homework. Latest and recent have the same meaning. Yeah. So latest is describing homework. Homework is a noun, so that means latest is an adjective. All right, we did it. We finished part 2 of our modifier sequence. When you're ready, go on to video number 3.